Okay, so I found this book. It was just sitting there on Dad's shelf between something called The Psychology of Money and something that says 7 habits on it. Which, by the way, I only have 2 habits: eating and not sleeping when I am supposed to. Dad says that counts as a bad habit. I say it counts as research. Anyway, this book is called Atomic Habits, written by a man named James Clear. And before you ask, no, it is not about atoms. I also thought that. I was very disappointed for the first 30 seconds. Atomic here means tiny, small, little. The book is about tiny habits and how tiny habits done every single day can make you incredibly successful. Or incredibly bad at things, depending on which habits you pick. James Clear wrote this book because when he was in high school, he got hit in the face with a baseball bat. By accident. He had brain damage. He had to relearn everything. And he used small habits, tiny improvements every single day to get his life back and then become very, very successful. I asked my dad if he had ever been hit by a baseball bat. He said no. I said, "So why don't you have tiny habits that make you successful?" He did not answer that. He just made a face. So, the main idea of this whole book is this. You do not have to be amazing. You just have to be 1% better every single day. 1%. That is it. It sounds easy, right? Keep watching. Okay, so imagine you get 1% better at something every day for a whole year. Just 1%. Dad did the math. And I did not do the math. Dad did the math. 1% better every day for 365 days means you end up 37 times better by the end of the year. 37 times. I am going to say that again. 37 times. But here is the scary part. It works the other way too. If you get 1% worse every day, by the end of the year, you are almost at zero. You basically disappear. At a habit level, not literally, I checked. James Clear calls this the aggregation of marginal gains, which is a very big name for a very simple idea. Small things add up over time. He uses this example. The British cycling team. They were terrible for like 100 years. Terrible. Then a new coach came in and said, let us just get 1% better at everything. The pillow, the seat, the tires, how the riders sleep, how they wash their hands. 1% better. In 5 years, they won the Tour de France. And then they won it again. And again. Over a pillow. So the lesson is, stop trying to make giant changes. Stop trying to fix everything at once. Because you will not. Nobody does. Just get slightly less terrible at one thing every day, and eventually you will be very, very good. I am applying this to finishing my vegetables. Results pending. Now, here is where James Clear says something that every single adult needs to hear. And I mean every adult, including especially the ones who make New Year goals. He says goals do not work. Systems do. Everybody has goals. The cyclist wants to win the race. The student wants to get good grades. The dad wants to stop eating the whole bag of chips in one sitting. But goals do not tell you how to get there. Systems do. A system is what you do every day. Your routine, your tiny actions, your habits. James Clear says, and I think this is the most important sentence in the whole book, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Read that again. Not me. You. Go whack. If your system is bad, if your daily habits are bad, you will not reach your goal. It doesn't matter how badly you want it. The goal does not save you. The system does. He also says something about identity, about how the most powerful habit change happens when you stop saying, I want to do this, and start saying, I am this. Like, instead of saying, I want to read more books, you say, I am a reader. Instead of, I want to exercise, you say, I am someone who exercises. I am someone who asks very good questions. This is working already.
Okay, now we get to the actual how. James Clear says every good habit follows 4 laws. And if you want to break a bad habit, you just flip all 4 rules upside down. Law number 1, make it obvious. You do things you can see. You don't do things that are hidden. So if you want to eat fruit, put the fruit on the table. If you want to read, put the book on your pillow. If you want to drink more water, put the water bottle right in front of your face. I put my vegetables behind the milk in the fridge. That was a mistake. Now I understand why. Law number 2, make it attractive. You do things that feel good. So you pair a habit you need with something you enjoy. Like only listen to your favorite songs while doing homework, or only watch your favorite show while running. Now your brain connects the good feeling to the hard thing. Law number 3, make it easy. Don't start big, start tiny. James Clear calls this the 2-minute rule. Any habit, start with just 2 minutes. Want to go to the gym? Just put on your shoes. That's it. 2 minutes. The rest usually follows. Law number 4, make it satisfying. Your brain does what it gets rewarded for. So celebrate small wins. Tick the box, mark the calendar. The feeling of progress, even tiny progress, makes your brain want to do it again. 4 laws: obvious, attractive, easy, satisfying. Write those down. James Clear uses a lot of real examples in this book. One story I really liked is about a photography class. The teacher split the students into 2 groups. Group 1, you will be graded on quantity. Take as many photos as possible. The more, the better. Group 2, you will be graded on quality. Take 1 perfect photo, your best one ever. At the end of the class, which group do you think had better photos? Group 1, the quantity group. The people who just kept doing it over and over. They got so much practice that by accident, by just doing the thing, they became much better than the people who sat around trying to make one perfect thing. By accident! James Clear says this about habits too. You don't plan your way to good habits. You practice your way there. My take on this whole book, I think adults make habits too complicated. They decide on a Monday that from now on they will wake up at 5 a.m. and run 10 kilometers and eat no sugar and meditate for an hour and learn Spanish. And then by Wednesday, nothing. Back to normal. Because they tried to change everything at once. One thing. Start with one thing. Make it tiny. Make it obvious. Do it every day. The rest follows. And I am 4 years old and I understood all of this. So there really is no excuse. Just saying. So, Atomic Habits by James Clear. My verdict? 10 out of 10, no notes. Buy it. Read it. Give it to every adult you know. Here is what I learned. 1. Small habits matter more than big goals. 2. Your system is more important than your dreams. 3. Make good habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. 4. Make bad habits invisible, ugly, hard, and unsatisfying. 5. Just start. 2 minutes. Put your shoes on. Now, my question for you today. What is one habit, just one, that you want to build? Leave it in the comments. And ask the person next to you what their one habit is. And if the person next to you is a parent, ask them why they haven't started yet. See you next time.